Here. Today I decided to share with you this great transcription I just did. I was transcribing for my own study, but I decided to share with you because I found so incredible the amount of great information there is in the solo by the great guitarist Matteo Mancuso in the tune Donna Lee by Charlie Parker in the key of A flat. So I decided to pick up the 3 coolest phrases in this solo, and I'm going to share them with you. I'm going to break them up piece by piece, note by note. So here we go. Basically, the first phrase I decided to bring to you is whenever the tune goes to the 4th degree and that 4th degree goes minor. First thing you need to do if you don't know this tune is go learn it and then come back here. This lick that he plays is in the 4th degree, which goes minor, and this is a very common harmonic path. Every time this happens, I suggest you use the melodic minor scale here over this chord. So this is what he does. In order to play the dominant chord to arrive at the 4, he goes simply the Mixolydian scale. Just that. And then when you arrive at the chord, he plays. Those notes are very much inside. You got 5th, 3rd, major 7, and 5 from the shape, A shape in the cage system. So you got this. Nicely responded by the 6 right here. Just that already is a great little phrase you can put into your pocket, meaning your vocabulary. And then he plays. This is the 9th, the 7th, and the 5. And then the next note is when the chord goes minor, and he plays the minor 3rd. Shows total awareness and total control of the harmony here. That's why it sounds so musical and melodical. So, and now is when he starts busting a lot of great stuff. Over the minor chord, he plays. So this is 11th, 7th, and 3rd. The Dorian's, the modal, the melodic scale here is a modal scale, so you can play pretty much everything the scale offers you. So he plays using a bar, the 11th or 4th, 7th, and minor 3rd. And here tonic, 11th, and 7th. And then he's back in the 1 chord, where he's going to play this. This is just a arpeggio. 5-1-3, 5-1. 5-1-3 comes from the cage system E shape, and this here note comes from the cage system, the D chord, right? So you gotta have this cage system down. I have probably have a lesson on the cage system somewhere in the channel, so you need to have this down in order to transcribe things and quickly place the intervals or identify the intervals. So he goes. Look at this great shape here using 5-1 and the 9th. And then he plays this pattern right here, which if he's still thinking about A flat, he's playing the 4th. And if he's thinking this section about the F, which is where the F is happening, F dominant, which is a 5 of 2, then he's playing sharp 5, sharp 9, 7, and 4th. So it's kind of an outside note, the 4th. If you want it to be totally inside the harmony, you might want it to have played the major 3rd. That would have been the totally correct note, but I think he's going for an outside sound here, more of a modern take, so he's playing these 4ths. And then here, the altered scale. Check it out. This is the shape from the exact previous video here in the channel where I explained to you guys how to voice all the melodic minor scale in fourths. So you can use all those voicings for all the chord natures you find in the melodic minor. In the case here, the altered, you got this shape. And if you were to continue, right? So he's using this shape, followed by this shape here. Notice you find the fourth again. You got the 7th, 4th, and tonic. Okay, so now you get to the second degree dominant chord, and he's using the same shape now as before here. He applies it here. So you got 5, 1, 9, 5. Very modern. Very beautiful. And then the fourth again. One more fourth. This is why this whole part, this whole phrase sounds very open, very modern. It's because the use of the fourths. And now we go into the second phrase, which is pretty much tied to this first phrase. I'm going to show you 3 licks today. That was the first one. So you got, yeah. Here is where the next chord starts. Okay? And then, and now the 2-5-1, you're going to have a B flat minor second degree and an E flat dominant. So if I'm going by too fast, it's because I assume for you guys that you can use the pause button and pick up note by note that I'm playing. So that's what I did to learn the solo going much faster. So I'm assuming that you guys can handle the speed with which I'm showing you guys this. So you got 5-1, 9-5, and then, so right here I'm in this shape of the minor scale right here. And here's the 2-5-1. So it starts like this. What's going on here is that he's already predicting the altered chord he's going to play. He's coming up to it 1 beat earlier, which is fine. So here he's just predicting the next chord, which is an E flat altered. And look again, the same shapes from the last video that I explained to you. This is why that's such a useful tool. You see him use it twice here. And then the next one would have been here. All E flat altered scale, but I've decided, or he decided, to figure this here, and you're back into the 1 chord on the 5th. So here's the altered shape. You got major 3rd, tonic, sharp 11, and flat 9. On this one, it's sharp 11, flat 9, and sharp 5. So pause the video, guys, and check. And now the third and last phrase that I'm going to analyze for you is the 1-6-2-5 at the end of the solo, where he busts a bunch of notes and it sounds so beautiful, so inside, so in control. I thought it was worth breaking this up for you guys. So basically the tune ends with a 3-6-2-5-1, 6-2-5-1. That's the ending progression and the turnaround. So what he does here, he comes right off of this phrase. Okay, so that's, you are in tonic, and the diminished. So this diminished here comes off of the flat 5 of A flat. Here is what I'm thinking, the chord. And I'm seeing this flat 5, major 6, tonic from here, and flat 3rd. So, and then the same arpeggio now starting from the minor 3rd. So you got, okay? And then you're gonna do 3-6-2-5, 1-6-2-5. Or you can just think about it as being 1-6-2-5 twice. So he does. What's going on there? Here is just 1 chord. Very much just pure 1. You got 1, 3, and 5. And then the next is, I would say he's still thinking 1 here, because either 1-6 or 1-3, all these chords, they are tonic function chords. They share the same notes. So between a 1 and a 6, you could just think about 1, and that will be enough. So I think he's just simplifying his thought here. That's all over 1. So here you got approximation of the 3rd, and then 5, 7. And then he goes, that's just a jazz line where he's falling on the 3rd of the 2nd chord. So this is 2nd degree dominant is how he's treating it. 2nd degree dominant is like a 5 of 5. You can always do a 2-5-1 using a dominant chord in the 2. That's fine. So he's thinking here dominant and playing arpeggio 3, 5, 7, 9. So, and then it becomes a sequence. You're falling now on the third of the dominant chord. Same thing. 3, 5, 7, 9, and then falling on the third of the tonic. Now here, when you get here, is the turnaround. So what he does here is just play the blues. Whenever you're going by too fast on a progression such as a 1, 6, 2, 5, you can get around just by playing the blues. You can sound good and not have to nail the changes one by one. So here he just plays the major pentatonic, major 6 pentatonic, which is very bluesy. That's all. And then when I approach the third chromatically, and then back. So you got this. Just arpeggio, major 6. 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 3. This comes from the D. From the D major shape. A little out of tune. All right. So as soon as he gets up there, the pentatonic scale now. That's it. So here's the last phrase. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy that, and I'll see you next time. Well, what I was going to say is that the reason why this pentatonic sounds so good over the dominant chord is because it actually gives you the sharp 9, sharp 5, and the 7th. And the only note that wouldn't quite work in there is the tonic of the A flat, which is the 4th of the 5. But you know what? That sounds actually pretty good.